Hi there, Cancerians. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl, and we're looking at April 11 through April 17. And the big thing that's happening this week is that Mars, which is the planet of energy, the source that we all tap into sexually, and when we meet someone and it's passionate, that's Mars. And Mars, of course, rules Aries, and it's the co-ruler of Scorpio, and it's going out of phase in Sagittarius. Now, in Sagittarius, it's your sixth house of hard work, service to others, health, and well being. All areas that you're going to take a little break from. Maybe you've been overdoing it at the gym, maybe you've been overdoing it at work, maybe you've been trying way too hard or doing way too much of your fair share of something for somebody else, maybe a relative or a friend or your partner, or looking after your pet to the point where you're not able to really function and do anything else. And you're going to understand that it's time for you to really start spreading your energy out better and being more inclusive of everything that's going on in your life. Mars turns retrograde, and unlike Mercury, which seems to be going retrograde every time you turn around, Mars only retrogrades once every 2 years, but the retrograde lasts a lot longer. It's lasting from this weekend through the end of June. Because Mars is the engine that makes things go, you don't have enough steam to get the job done when Mars is out of phase. Here are some things to be aware of during the Mars retrograde cycle, April through June. Slow down, Cancerians. Review your past actions. Be careful. Adjust your expectations to reflect your energy levels. Don't be impulsive. Don't start fights. Don't schedule elective surgery. Don't begin a lawsuit. Don't play with firearms or sharp tools. That's kind of obvious, but I guess people who play with firearms and sharp objects have to be extra careful. This retrograde begins with Mars in Sagittarius, which has the greatest effect on foreign travel, sports competitions, grandchildren, in-laws, and any actions requiring that you deal with religion, history, or higher education. And as I said, for you, it's in your sixth house of hard work, health, and well being. All areas that you need to take a good look at. And if you're overdoing any of them, you need to bring it all back into balance and focus. Because as much as it might be great that you're losing weight, or that you're working out at the gym, or that you're really working hard, in the office and putting in extra time and energy, you're going to find that you don't have enough energy for anything else. You're not going to have that motivation, and you're not going to feel appreciated for all the extra work, because everybody else is on a bit of a go slow. So why should you be, all systems go when everybody else is sort of a bit slack? And that's how it's going to be, especially once Mercury goes out of phase on April 28. It's going out of phase in Taurus, your 11th house of hopes, dreams, and friendships. And that's a whole nother kettle of cosmic fish, which I'll be talking about later on. But you can expect that some friends will let you down in some way. Maybe a Taurus, maybe a Scorpio, maybe a Pisces friend, maybe all of them. So I'll be telling you more about that as we get closer to the end of April. Thanks so much for tuning in. Great speaking to you, and I look forward to speaking to you again next week.